Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are continuing with Death Mark 2. In the last episode, we finished up with Chapter 2, I want to say it's Hanako? Yeah, Hanako of the Toilet. So we're starting a fresh chapter in this episode, so that should be very exciting. But yeah, today's kind of a lazy morning. It's raining outside, so I can't go off to the shops and get my running done yet. So I figured, even though I'm still just kind of waking up, that I would pop on and record an episode before I head up and get all of my errands run and all of that good stuff. So if you hear the rain in the background, or if you hear the wind kick up, that's why I figured it would be best to not try and go out in that weather right now. But let's get started. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. 3 days have passed since we brought Hanako's case to a close. Every day since then, I've gone to Konohara Academy to investigate the departed. But progress has been frustratingly slow. I'm getting impatient. Making matters worse, that macabre scene has been seared into my memory. I relive it every night. The departed is devouring spirits. Why did they consume Hanako's soul after she'd already been saved? My only clue is what they said afterward. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and be loved. The departed wants to consume a lot of souls to become beautiful. Are they doing it for me, their husband? If that's the case, they won't be able to suppress their appetite. The sun is still up in the sky, yet I decide to head to Konohara. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the music to lap back around. The sun is still up in the sky, yet I decide to head to Konohara Academy. I promised Mr. Kono I'd give him my report. I haven't seen him since that incident. Perhaps he's busy dealing with the fallout from Izumi and Hirokoshi's case. I pack my bag and get ready to leave. All the evidence I collected during the previous case has been organized and filed. I've also returned anything I borrowed from the school. Just as I'm about to leave the mansion, I hear a chime. It's so nice to see this foyer again. Looks like I've got a visitor. What horrid timing. Ida Nakamatsu.
Hey, Mr. Bilicium.
Entering the mansion is another one of the mark bearers, Ida Nakamatsu. The way he's dressed just screams to all who see him that he's an otaku. I'm not very tech savvy, but I can always rely on him whenever I need help with tech stuff. Sorry, Eda, I'm about to head out now. Let's save the tech lesson for another
You're investigating the departed, aren't you? Mo told me. So I'm here to give you a hand.
Eda, In this day and age, the internet is an essential component for any spirit investigation. Some rumors even originate on the internet. Oh, by the way, The Departed isn't treading online. Trending. Which makes it seem that its influence is limited to Konohara Academy. Researching the rumors through the internet, huh? Edda skills might help me open up new avenues for finding leads. I'm begging you, Mr. Bilicium, let me help. Sure, I can't. What about your job? Yeah, what about your job? You mean my part-time work at the factory? I'm not shrinking my work, okay? My contract ended last month. I'm recharging my energy for the next job. No need to worry about that. Let's go to Konohara Academy then. Huh? I have to go with you? Well, yeah. But, my eyes land on his anime t-shirt. I doubt the headmaster would turn a blind eye to his elected getup. In fact, it might start directing unwanted attention on our group, and that would not be good for our investigation. On second thought, you can stay here. I'll call you if there's anything I want you to snoop for me on the internet. Deploying me as logistical support, eh? The perfect role for a genius like me. I'll be on standby here then. By the way, have you been taking care of yourself, Mr. Bilicium? Your complexion looks worse than I remember. I barely get any sleep these days, indeed. I witnessed 2 people die horrifically in a short period of time. Nobody just shrugs that off. It's obviously taking a toll on me. Driving while you're in that state is an unnecessary risk. You should take the bus. I'll give you some of my passes. Here, take these. Thanks. Edda Nakamatsu has been added to the character file. Nice. We have to look at the character file because Hanako is also added to our character file, I believe. I leave Koju's mansion as Edda waves goodbye. Not wanting to waste his kind and thoughtful gift, I catch the bus at the nearby bus stop. After passing M Tower Station. Oh, I wonder if M Tower is Moon Tower. M Tower Station. The bus motors uphill toward Konohara Academy. The hum and gentle vibration of the engine lulls my weary self to sleep. Traffic's no issue, and the bus arrives on time. I get off at the stop and walk through the school's main gates. Class is in session, so there's not a single student in sight. Let's go to the infirmary for now. Okay. It's completely empty. Oh well, might as well treat it like my own office since I've been given permission to do so. We could talk, but there's no one to talk to. There's no one in the infirmary. We could trade. There are sacred objects in one corner of the room. Mo put them there. I'm sure she intentionally left them here so I could make use of whatever I needed. Trade? So I could do a bag enhancement. Check. Number of lost souls that you have is 0. The number of lost souls left in the chapter is 8. Ah, so we can start looking for lost souls immediately. That's nice. Menu. I had to think about that for a minute. I was like, do I want something? Items. So these are my only items for this chapter. Character file. Ta-da.
後方支援か。いいね。司令官みたいでワクワクしてきたよ。
I like the voice, that's good. Eda Nakamatsu, an otaku that helps the protagonist via his obsessive knowledge of tech and the internet. He has been friends with the protagonist since he saved Eda's life during a bizarre case. He is logistical support and combs the internet for info. Thank you. Hanako Akai. I wanted to see what she looks like. Oh. We still don't know what she looks like. We know she has a bob haircut though. A quiet second year Konohara student who joined the brass band when her best friend Naomi confessed her love. They grew distant. Then Izumi and his cohort bullied her after she bested him in a competition to be the pianist for the school recital. Died when being forced into recreating a suicide photo. So I have a couple of kind of interesting thoughts. And one of them is that if we're looking at characters, right, and who might be the departed, one of the things that I think is kind of interesting. Oh, no, wrong one. So here, all pages are unlocked. So this is everything we know about him, right? I don't know if he would be considered an option, but we're looking at like suspicious people, right? So he's someone who supposedly took over after there was an incident with the original headmaster. So what if the departed killed the headmaster and that was actually the first death, not the girl with a ribbon in her hair, and took over as this supposed fake headmaster, right? That would be a great kind of like ploy into the school, and then having kind of like complete overseeing of what's going on. You would be able to get into any part of the school at any time without anyone really like batting an eye twice because you're the headmaster, right? So I was thinking he might be the departed, or he might be like the human form of the departed. But it's kind of a weak line. Great for sci-fi, but not really like strong evidence that he is in fact. Himio, I think is an interesting one. She has this weird mark on her face, and it's not really acknowledged or identified as anything as of yet. But there's a couple of things about her that make me suspicious of her, besides the mark, and obviously this game being called Death Mark, right? Death Mark, makes sense, there'd be a mark. She looks very similar to the doll in the red dress. And I'm wondering if she isn't just a doll, and the mark is like the demonic possession. So basically marking the doll, and then the doll looks human, right? Not necessarily the departed directly, but rather she's a vessel for the departed to move around during the daytime. And the only evidence of it is the tattoo on her face. There's a couple of other things that I feel like cause me to believe that she is in fact a doll rather than a human being. One is that she is very distant from all of the ghost stories, even though she's like a student council president, right? So she's like the head of the student council. She's sort of aware of like what's going on with the other students, but like she has like everyone in the school knows about Hanako of the toilet, but her specifically. So she's willfully ignorant, which I don't believe is really possible. If you have all of these students and teachers and people talking about it, even if it's like something where you're like putting your hands over your ears and going, la, 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 I don't want to hear it, you still would have information about things that maybe don't necessarily pertain to the ghosts themselves, but like, you know, other things. So I feel like it's really weird that she's the only one in the school that is like just doesn't have any information, almost like she doesn't have any kind of real memory. Second thing is, when she's attacked, there's a really weird sentence, and I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but she's like strung up by the hoses and she's covered in water, but there's no reason for her to be attacked. She's not one of the notices. And just because she went into the old building doesn't mean that she should be the one, doesn't mean that she should be attacked, because both me and whoever my partner is during the time, whether it's I or Damien or whatever, the headmaster, they're not attacked just for being in the old building. We have to antagonize by picking up an object that is there, the yokai's object, right? So the red marker is when we get attacked, things like that. So there's no reason for her to be attacked, basically is what I'm saying. She didn't antagonize the ghost. She has no connection to the death of the ghost. So it doesn't make any sense. She should have just walked around and been like, empty building, nothing's going on. Weird, I'm gonna go back to the new building. But she is attacked, quote unquote. But the statement is that when we save her, she goes back to complete normal. Her clothing is dry and not stained, and so on and so forth, right? It's almost like an illusion. And that's a very funny statement, because when the other people are attacked, one, they die. There is no saving them, which is weird that we're able to save her, but not the others. But two, when all of the evidence of the attack goes away, we don't go, oh, look, it's almost like it was an illusion that they were attacked, because there's no evidence of it. The water is still on the floor, you know, things along those lines. So I feel like if she is the departed, you know, she's using a doll. If she isn't the departed, then maybe she's like a tool for the departed to use. Like she's not a real person. Those are some of the things that I suspect. Kinikawa is another one. And with her, I feel like my strongest feeling towards her is this. She's really into bugs, right? She has all of these bug pins and everything. And clearly the departed has some sort of connection to sort of like this is going to be a weird one, okay? But you know how in like European zodiac, the zodiac Virgo, like the Virgin Maiden, right, is always represented as like one, a woman, which sexist, but it's always like represented as like a virgin female woman, but she's also, or it's also represented as like wheat. So like a field that has been untilled, that is, you know, ready for to be seeded and harvested and all of that good nonsense, right? So it sort of has like this dual meaning. One is like the ground and the soil being ready to start a season of growing, or it's just sort of like that beginning stage of the life cycle, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's before it's I don't know. It's basically like before you start having children, or before you start laying seeds in the ground for it to grow. It's that potential. That's the word I was looking for. It's the potential energy, right? And I kind of feel like the departed is representing or is like this embodiment of like that zodiac, like that potential of life, right? And what I mean by that is she's shown as a bride to be, not one that's already been married, but like expectation to become a bride. She has a sickle for rice, for grass, which I'm assuming is actually rice, for like harvesting. There are like bugs, and it's like this idea that like that potential has rotted. So the harvest has rotted. She died before she was able to actually like grow and seed and develop and like bring fruit into the world. Like she rotted before that was an option. So she was like, her life was cut short, things along those lines, right? I kind of suspect that with like the bugs and everything, that's also sort of what that's like representing. So example is that, you know, when you have fruit that rots, or you have fields that are plagued, right? They're not doing well. They're not really healthy. They're not strong. A lot of times these bugs will come in and decimate them. And I kind of think that's where like the whole bug thing kind of connects. You know, the bugs around her and everything is because she's rotted. She's spoiled. So I kind of think that she's meant to be a, what do they call it? A bait and switch. You know, she's weird. She's got white hair. That's very odd for her to have like white hair, especially as like a Japanese student. She has like all of these bug insignias, which obviously correlate to the departed having a bunch of bugs around them. She's kind of quirky in personality, and she's referring to him as her competition, right? And so it's like, is she also obsessed with this departed, and she is trying to gain favor with the departed, right? Or is it something else? She's also very strong in supernatural senses. And I think that's a very key underlining note. I almost think that plus her kind of weird mention of like, oh, that's how you see my hair? Interesting. I've seen your sincerity now. I think that it's supposed to lead us to think that she might be the departed, but I have a really strong feeling that she's not. Like, I don't think that her supernatural senses is because she's a departed. I think she's actually just one of those gifted like ESPers. And I think the bug thing is more that she's interested in what's going on with this departed character. Anyways, that is kind of where my brain has been. Naomi has obviously been killed by her beloved, so she's no longer in the game. Ritsu Sakamoto.
校内では当学園の規則に従ってくださいね。
We don't know enough about her. I don't really have any kind of one way or the other opinion as to whether or not she's the departed, which puts her as still a candidate in my mind. The entry is still incomplete, so we will learn more about her, hopefully maybe in this episode or in this chapter. But she's kind of an interesting side character where I feel like they've kept her vague enough initially so that maybe people will forget that she's there or that she exists. But they've put a couple of hints in, you know, having her have a character file, things like that, that she is actually an integral role to the story. So she's not off of my list. I just don't have enough right now to feel like there's anything to say, well, here's what makes me think she could be the departed or not the departed. That's it. That's the breakdown of characters and kind of my thoughts on it. And I wanted to share them early on because nobody else really has any games or any theories out that I've seen so far. So it's a fresh perspective. It's kind of like my running theory without being tainted by anything else. And I wanted to save it, or I wanted to record it so that way when we get to the end of the game, I can look back and go, oh, you naive child, you fool. How could you be so dumb? You know, that kind of thing. if you guys have theories on these things, let me know, because I would love to hear what you guys kind of have come up with so far in what's going on. Who do you think might be the departed, so on and so forth. There's no one here. Let's go somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, I think that's like really fun to like get a little bit of information and then just kind of put out, okay, this is what I think is going on, this is who I think it is, this is who I think it isn't, and these are the reasons why, and then get a little bit more information and then be like, oh, that changes everything. You know, when I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Mr. Kono. Oh, you're here, Bilicium. Oh yes, I am here. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. Let's get down to business. So where shall we start? The Hanako of the toilet case, Zumi and Irashimi's disappearance. No, let's start with Hanako. I've read your investigation report. Mr. Kono lowers his voice. He probably doesn't want the other teachers to hear us. It's hard to believe that Hanako's spirit killed Izumi and Hirakoshi. Goodness. You witnessed some of it. It's the truth. You have to accept it. I'm very aware of that. Be that as it may, don't think everyone else is going to believe it. To tell you the truth, some teachers and students are starting to wonder about you. They're curious about the man wandering around questioning students. Oh, great. They find me suspicious. Especially our curriculum coordinator, Miss Sakamoto. You seem to have touched a nerve with her. I'm begging you, don't make her mad. Interesting. So maybe we will learn more about her. Izumi and Hirakoshi disappearance. Oh, that? Their families have contacted the police. A detective came to our school to investigate. It was only for formalities, though. I managed to send him on his way. That easy? Over 10 million minors go missing every year. Without it, or 10,000, sorry. Without it being a clear criminal case, they won't investigate it seriously. Or rather, they can't investigate it. There aren't enough clues. The notices. We haven't gotten any new notices. You'll be the first person to know if one arrives. Oh, okay. I can't see any hint that could lead me to the departed's identity. Figuring this out without any clues is basically impossible. It's not like I'm hoping for a new notice. I just wish there was something I could inspect. By the way, Bilicium, do you know why I wanted you to come earlier than usual today? You did? I thought I was just getting antsy and decided to come early. I want you to teach some classes as a temporary teacher. Excuse me? Our Japanese history teacher's fallen ill. They won't be returning to work for a while. And since you're here, I want you to teach a supplementary course. Hold on a sec. Why do I need you to take this seriously. Besides, you'll benefit from this as well. If you're standing in front of the students teaching a class, it will allay their suspicions and quelch their doubts. That will make your investigation proceed more smoothly, don't you think? Me, become a teacher. Guess I've got no choice. You must be joking. I'm not cut out for this. I think everybody's a teacher at heart. It's just having the right subject to be able to teach. I guess I've got no choice. Great, so it's settled then. Do whatever you like as long as it'll be useful for the students.
I assume you have some knowledge about folklore studies and occultism since you chase spirits. Just use them as your subject matter and spin it as being historical or something. Good luck, Bilicium! I didn't think I'd have to actually teach a class. I'm in deep trouble. One of the teachers gives me some very brief guidance on how to conduct a class. And with that, I head to one of the second-year classrooms in the new building. So you're telling me that the teacher that got sick didn't already have a pre-written like syllabus for the year, like a curriculum that told them on this week we go over this subject and on this week we go. So we're just like winging it with like brand new fresh content. That's awful. The moment I enter the class, all eyes are on me. I feel like I'm an object in some kind of exhibition. I want to just turn around and leave. However, I've got to do this. After a quick introduction, I begin my class immediately. It's too late to turn back now. Time to suck it up and be a teacher. What kind of lesson should I teach, though? Since I'm acting as a Japanese history teacher, a lesson relating to that would be good. 3 topics spring to mind as candidates. The Koji and Kono family, the tragedy at H City, the horrors of the Great H City air raid. All right. So I don't really know the pertinence of Koji and Kono family. I suspect that they're 2 very important families in the city that like their history is like what built the city. So that would be great like for civics. The tragedy at H Castle, it's too generic. Who knows? Maybe good, maybe not really relevant. The horrors of the Great H City air raid sounds like possibly like relevant historical information. So I'm going with that one is what I'm telling you. Half a century ago, many lives were lost when H City was bombarded. That event was the origin of many ghost stories in H City. Oh, interesting. From there, I segue into a chaining situation during World War II. For the first time in days, I'm actually happy to hear the sound of a bell ringing. I made it to the end of the class. Bidding the students a good rest of their day, I leave the classroom. I return to the special building while responding to the students who greet me in the hallway. Phew. I exhaled deeply, feeling immensely relieved. Given an hour-long lecture with all eyes on me was no easy task. I've got a newfound respect for all the teachers who have to go through this every single day of the school year. Mr. Bilicium, Mr. Bilicium, Miss Sakamoto is waiting for you. Please return to the faculty room. What does Sakamoto want from me? Mr. Kono said she hates me. All right, let's go. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Miss Sakamoto. There you are, Mr. Bilicium. Please take this. One of our students found it at the end of the corridor and brought it here. I see. It's a new notice. Dear Gold Prize, Kashima will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school, your beloved, the departed. Obtain notice for Gold Prize. Looking at the Format, it's definitely consistent with the Departed's notice. In that case, the target this time is gold prize, and there is a new spirit named Kashima. You certainly have it rough, huh? Being tugged to and fro to respond to the students' pranks. A sneer crosses her face. I'm guessing she doesn't believe the Departed exists. I doubt Mr. Kono explained the details of Izumi and Hirokoshi's murders to her. Can I ask you something, Miss Sakamoto? Do you have any idea who Gold Prize and Kashima are? I haven't the foggiest notion. If you have no more business with me, I'll be taking my leave. I am curriculum coordinator. I have a lot of things to do. Giving me the cold shoulder, she leaves the room. I guess that confirms the rumors of her hating me. All right, where should I start? I can't let anyone fall victim this time. I need to set my investigation strategy first. Time to head back to the infirmary and devise a plan of attack. Ooh. Maybe we can talk to Etta over the phone and get him to do a search on not the gold prize, but the... Oh, found you. An energetic voice fills the room.
Yo, Ossan.
Hey! Sho Nagashima. Nagashima. Sho Nagashima. Sup, old man? What are you doing here, Sho? Nagamatsu told me you're here. Heard about the case. I want in. Unable to hide my surprise at his sudden visit, I decide to ask him some things first. Ask about Sho. Ask what he's doing here. Comment on his uniform. No, let's ask about him. This is Sho Nagashima, a high school student in H City as well as one of the mark bearers. As you can see, he's one lively delinquent. He plays baseball a lot, so he's strong and fit, though he does have one notable weakness. I appreciate your concern, but the problem we're dealing with here involves your Achilles heel, spirits. So what then? It ain't my first time dealing with spirits. I ain't no chicken, you hear? Despite his boisterous protestations, he's clearly shaking. While he has way more guts than other people, he has a crippling fear of the supernatural. It's so bad that his body practically shuts down as soon as he hears the word spirit. I never did ask him why he's so afraid, though. He did have some kind of traumatic event when he was young. The hell, old man? Why are you looking so concerned and all? It's pissing me off. What are you doing here? To help you out, of course. Let me be your assistant. Goodness, you're just like I. Where is she, by the way? She said the TV thing came up suddenly, so she couldn't come. Heh, too bad, huh? No cute idol at your side today. You could say I'm glad, though. I've caused you trouble before, so this is my chance to return your kindness. You're making an awful large deal out of it. I can't help it. That's just who I am. Where did you get that uniform? You don't go to the school. This? I borrowed it from Wannabe's friend. I ain't really a blazer kind of guy, though. This preppy shit clashes with me so hard, it's giving me chills. Real men only rock a short jacket and a harem pants. Yeah, okay. I visualized. I shouldn't have visualized. With the pleasantries concluded, I explained the situation to Soji. His determination is as strong as eyes. He's one stubborn fellow. Who knows what he'll do if I refuse? He'll probably rush in alone. It's much safer for everyone if I take him along as my assistant and keep an eye on him. By the way, that old man Damon called earlier. He said he had some urgent business and he'd be late. That old man's still a coughing mess, huh? What was it again? Doctor makes the first patients? Masha told me something like that. Doctors make the worst patients. I'm pretty sure that's what Masha told you. Speaking of, where the hell is he? Figured he'd be here with you since we're dealing with spirits. Well, that's a look. Masha is a former detective and a mark bearer. He often joined me in investigating strange happenings. Following a series of events in our previous case, Sho looks up to him as an older brother. We were actually talking on the phone just last night. He's currently out of town on a different case. He didn't go into detail, but it seems like it's a pretty big case with a lot of people's lives at risk. Basically, something that requires his urgent attention. So, how are we gonna do this thing? Pretty much the same way we started out with the case of Hanako of the toilet. Focus on the spirit mentioned in the notice and try to prevent casualties. We'll start by trying to figure out the identity of Kashima. Kashima, that was the one I was trying to think of and I couldn't think of it. So yeah, if we get Ida to do a web search on Kashima, he might be able to find some information out about her. If we don't know who Kashima is, we'll never be able to figure out what their grudge is. We also need to identify the gold prize mentioning in the notice. We'll probably have to go around the school and try to figure out who's like maybe athletically winning gold prizes. Aren't they like the next target? Correct. If we know who gold prize is, that may lead us to Kashima's identity. Notes made on the subjects, Kashima and gold prize. Time to get moving. Where should we go? Doryu and Kinakawa from the student council know a lot about the school's rumors. Let's ask them. Hell yeah, let's roll. Join the investigation. It's been added to the character file. Alright, well. You know I can't help it.
死人の野郎、なめた真似しやがって。絶対許さねえ。
Ugh, so gravelly. High school student and delinquent, he has been friends with the protagonist since he saved Sho's life during a bizarre case. A bit rough at first, but he's a caring, honest boy. Abjectly terrified of spirits, his great physique and stamina.
生徒たちのために
Alright. Let's go. Student council room? There's no one in the student council room. Okay. It's unusual to see the place empty after school. Maybe they just headed out for a bit. Let's kill some time here while we wait for them. On the desk, I find a notepad with something written on it. Student meeting agenda. Incorporating measures against mold and pests. How rude of you to call insects pests. I don't find any useful information. I think that's very useful, actually. That was also funny as hell. I like these desks with the little, like, grids underneath.
これは
The trash can is empty, and its bag liner has been replaced, though it still smells somewhat musty. Okay. Look at that AC unit. Or maybe it's like a humidity, like it takes the humidity out of the air.
これは
There are several printouts on the whiteboard. One of them is about the clock tower. Konohara Academy Student Council Notice. Konohara Academy's 70th anniversary project. Wake Up Clock Tower. Built to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary, the clock tower is a representation of Konohara Academy's 70-year history. To commemorate the 70 years of the school, we would like to make another attempt to repair the clock tower, and your signature is required for this to happen. Your cooperation will be greatly appreciated. Let's use our power to move the hands of the clock again. Very cute. Konohara Academy's clock tower, huh? A symbol of Konohara Academy that looms so large you can even see it from afar. However, the clock stopped moving and the bell will no longer work. The Students' Council has decided to take it upon themselves to make the clock move once again. Wait a minute. Whenever the departed's voice rings in my ears, I always hear a bell sounding. Furthermore, when I arrived here for the first time, I heard the sound of the bell ringing. That bell that shouldn't work anymore. The students seemed indifferent to the bell back then, and I'd assumed it was because they were just used to it. But maybe it's because I'm the only one who can hear the bell tolling. But why? Interesting. That's very interesting. Yay, we get to play in the clock tower. I love that. Thick binders are lined up on the shelves. Records of each year's committee meetings are stored here. Mr. Bilicium, I didn't know you were in here. I'm doing some more investigating. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. I told Doryu about the new notice we found. Gold prize and Kashima, huh? That sounds familiar to you. That sounds familiar to you? It does, yes. All right. Can I ask you something first, though? Horikoshi's been absent for a while now. Some even say she's gone missing. Is it possible that she was killed by Hanako? I can't bring myself to answer her. The headmaster told me to keep it a secret, and I don't want to make her anxious. I knew it. However, she's astute enough to discern the truth through my silence. The rumors are true, then. Once you're targeted by the departed, it's over for you. Not necessarily. About that, I think it might be referring to Slit-Mouthed Kashima. I'm sorry, Slit-Mouthed? I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Slit-Mouthed Kashima is a spirit that's rumored to haunt the bus stop near the school. That's it? Any details about sightings or anything else? I don't really know the details. Didn't I tell you before? I'm really scared of things like ghost stories. Gold prize, huh? Like the gold prize in a competition? Oh, I see what you're thinking. So the target as a student has received a gold prize. Do you know of anyone like that? I haven't heard anyone winning anything recently. Our school isn't that passionate about club activities. Really? But there are trophies and certificates lined up in the entrance. In the past, we used to be competitive. Before we became a prep school, many students were enthusiastic about club activities and sports. But nobody's really like that anymore. Which is actually wonderful for us, because if it's not a big thing, it means there's not a lot of prizes being won. So if it is somebody winning a prize, it's probably just them. Oh, about Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Maybe Michiho knows something more. She loves that kind of thing after all. Where is she? She's gone home, but she'll probably come back if she knows you're looking for her. I think she likes you ever since you complimented her hair. I actually find it kind of amazing that teachers don't scold her for her hair. Did I say something wrong? No, it's nothing. Michiho might be a bit strange, but she's not a bad girl. Please be nice to her. I call Doryu to call Michiho and leave the student council room. So maybe her hair color isn't that she's bleaching it, but it's like physical. The school will close shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. Yeah, maybe, okay, maybe, right? Here's my idea. As a little girl, because she's still a little girl technically, but as a younger little girl, she encountered a spirit and it scared her and it caused the melon in her hair to come out, which I know that sounds absolutely insane, but apparently that's a real thing. If you are scared enough, apparently that can be something that happens. Normally it's not your whole head. You just get like certain strips of your hair will go white or gray. It's really, really strange, but you lose the melon in your hair, and it's not an instantaneous thing. It's a over time sort of thing, from what I understand. But maybe that's what happened. She got scared. She lost the melon in her hair because of the event, but she also gained her kind of sensitivity to the supernatural realm. That might be it. Oops, time's up. Let's return to the infirmary and start prepping for the search tonight. I like how you say, oops, time's up, but we sat around waiting for people to show back up in the student council, so. Alright, old man, let's get ready for the night investigation. Damien should be back by the time we finish. Okay. I take a few bites of the convenience store food Xiao brought before I start preparations. Finally, the sun sets and there's no sign of anyone left inside the school. Old man, Damien's late as fuck. I'm tired of just waiting. Let's go on without him. Sho brings up a good point. There's a new notice to worry about. Gold Prize is being haunted by Kashima and may be killed. We can't waste even a second. The student council prez said Kashima haunts the bus stop near the school, right? How about we check out that place first? Yeah. That sounds like an excellent idea, good sir. I also want to check out the go to the new building, the clock tower. But I think the school bus is a great starting place. It's locked. The door won't open. Okay. Oh, and we are on the lookout for lost souls. I forgot that's a thing that's totally happening for us, is lost soul looking. I'm excited for that. I am totally checking all of the doors. I'm so sorry. You guys are probably like, oh my god, you can see that it's not going to open. Why are you checking? Just in case it says something weird, like this door seems to be ajar. It's not locked, but it can open. You know, something crazy like that.
Yoshi.
All right, Sho, this is where the first one was. Large bulletin board, this is where the first notice was posted. When I move the papers around, there's a knife, damage, and some red marks. This red stain looks more like mold to me. Still unsettling, though. How do you know what this looks like? Ah, front gate. All right. This is the other notice board. There's no stab wounds here. It is now prohibited to enter the old building. Unless you have express permission from the teacher, do not go to the old building. I feel like breaking the rules after reading this. Yeah, I'm sure most kids do. We've got no business here. There are other places that need to be inspected. I love the fact that I don't have to look in the bathrooms no more. Oh, excuse me. We've got no business here. There are other places. Is this the music room? It's locked. The door won't open. The connecting corridor ahead. We can't leave the school this way. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're 100% being like, no, just go this way. But I had to check. I leave the building through the front door and head for the main gate. Why, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, there you are. Himmy said you're looking for me. Guess you got a new notice. I appreciate you coming here, but didn't Doryu call you quite a while ago? Oh, I left my phone at the dorm. I was so surprised when I listened to the voicemail, never expected you'd call me. So I rushed here. Sorry about that, and thanks. Anyway, I see that boy is your assistant now, huh? Piercings, scars on his cheeks, and an intense stare. A delinquent, I take it? Oh, shh. I read that so wrong. I read, oh, shada dap. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but that's how my brain interpreted that. Instead of shut up, shada dap. Oh, shada dap. Oh, shut up. None of your business. Who the hell is this floaty airhead? Am I some kind of Coridex to you? I've never seen that word before. I don't know what that means. She pulled out a big word, guys. She pulled out the thesaurus on me, and I don't know what it means. What are you even saying? Hey, enough. I introduced Xiao and Michio to each other. In short, Xiao will be helping me tonight. Whoa, sounds like so much fun. Hey, let me join too. Kinakawa smiled mischievously. Looks like she wants to join the investigation. What should I do? No. I'm trying to get less students in danger, not more of them in danger. Refuse. Let her join for a bit. Have Xiao handle it. I really don't want him handling it. I already feel like those two are not so great. Okay, we're gonna let her join for a bit. Okay, here's my logic. If I refuse, she's gonna possibly go off and try and like investigate herself, just like Xiao would. Or worse yet, because I tell her no, she's going to then like basically follow us around or try and stop us from being able to investigate because we're her competition, right? She wants the scoop just as bad as we want the scoop. So letting her join means that I can keep an eye on her and we can work together as a team. And this is just not an option. So yeah, we're letting her join for a bit. I tell Kinukawa she can join us for a while. A little while sounds good. I have a curfew after all. Oh, that reminds me. You called that guy Xiao, right? Sure must be nice to be called by your first name. Probably gives you a sense of closeness, huh? Kinikawa stares at me with anticipation. Oh my god, I hate her so much. Let's do our best, Kinikawa. Let's do our best, Michio. Let's do our best, Michio Kirakawa. You know what? I'm giving it to her. She asked for it, she gets it. Yep, that's it. Now I feel like we're all in the same boat. Yes, you're a part of the team, okay? Michio seems happy. Now let's talk. Alright, these days all people talk about is the departed. People who totally ignored it at first have started to believe they exist now. Especially once Hirokoshi became the third victim. She disappeared right after the notice arrived. Everyone's scared they may be targeted next, and thus more students have been skipping school. Are you not scared, Michio? It's the opposite. My curiosity is piquing. Aren't you curious to know who the departed is? This isn't a TV show or a manga here. We're facing a vicious murderer. Don't be reckless. Kay. She heard nothing we just said. Just in case you were wondering. Oh, Slit-Mouthed Kashima. It used to be the talk of the school. The newspaper club did a special feature on them, and it became a big hit amongst students. There's a rumor going around Konohara Academy.
三章口裂鹿島
This bus connects the school and M Tower Station. Once the sun goes down, students aren't allowed to get off midway because Slit-Mouthed Kashima will appear. Once a girl got off the bus and started walking, she heard a strange sound from somewhere, an eerie metallic sound. And when she tried to listen closely out of curiosity, she heard a voice mixed in with the sound. Yukami, Ocean, Jimon, Abbey. The sound suddenly stopped right behind her. She looked back without thinking. And saw a tall woman with a long coat. She wore a mask and carried bloody scissors, and that was Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Huh? You're making all that up, aren't you? No, I'm not. A student really was killed 5 years ago. She got off at the same bus stop. She saw Kashima standing right next to the bus stop. Kashima started walking toward her. The voice and the metallic sound got closer and closer. A bus came from the opposite direction. The girl ran over and got on that bus, not caring where it was heading. Oh no. The bus left, heading away from the stop where Kashima appeared. The girl took a seat and felt relieved there's no one on this bus. There's no driver, there's no one. She convinced herself she was just imagining things. She believed it was all just a dream. The bus took her back to a stop near the school. She had to get off there to get back to the dorm. But you know what? That's actually worse. Kashima had chased after her. And then That girl was killed by Kashima. Even worse, the way she was killed was unbelievably horrible. She was stabbed to death from the inside, not outside. With all the blades sticking out of her body, she looked like a bloodied hedgehog. It was a nightmarish scene. That is how the rumor goes. Imagine dying with scissors bursting out of your body. Gruesome, isn't it? Michiho, there's something I'd like to confirm. Let me guess, the school gate where that student died is... Exactly, it's here. There might have been a dead body right where you're standing.
So seriously, dude, give me a break. Shit.
To no one's surprise, the mention of spirits caused Shou's complexion to grow pallid. Though I have to admit, hearing that story took a toll on me as well. And that corpse disappeared the moment the cops arrived. That's definitely a spiritual phenomenon. Don't you think Slit-Mouthed Kashima is an unusual name? Is there any context behind the name? The slit-mouthed part is based on the story of the slit-mouthed woman. Kashima wears a mask like the legend, and she kills people with scissors. What about the Kashima part then? Well, everyone knows the urban legend about Riko Kashima, the girl who was cut in half when she fell off of a train. Ah, poor Kashima. But the details don't match. Riko Kashima has no legs and cuts people in half with a scythe, not scissors. So, who or what the Kashima part refers to is still unknown. That's all I know. There's not much to go on since it's an old rumor. Thank you for that. Even if the target is really some kind of gold prize winner like Himi suggested, I have no idea who that would be. I'm not interested at all in those things. Alright. I guess we're done talking. Shall we get going, Mr. Bilicium? A teacher shouldn't break a promise with their student, alright? With that said, Shao, sorry man, let's just let her do what she wants for the time being. Geez, how carefree can you get? She's your problem, old man. I'll be following along from a distance, don't want to interrupt you. Hey, Shao? You know, I'm pretty confident when it comes to sensing supernatural beings. We'll definitely discover something big. Keep your expectations high. Yay! So we have 4 people. After this point, you'll be unable to change companions for a while. Notice for gold prize has been added to the spirit file. Notice for gold prize. A new notice has arrived at the school. This time, the executor is Kashima. The new target is gold prize. We learned about a rumored involved a spirit named Slit-Mouthed Kashima, who is said to appear on a bus route that connects the school and M Tower Station, especially when someone gets off the bus. And M Tower Station. Interesting. I want to know if M Tower is in fact Moon Tower. Kashima appears along with an eerie metallic scraping sound, muttering in a mysterious voice, Yukami, ocean, Jimon, a bay. If Kashami catches you, a huge number of scissors erupt from inside you, killing you. We need to look into Kashami's features, so it seems like we'll need to take a bus ride. No, it sounds like we never take a bus ride ever. That's what that sounds like. Interesting. All right. Sorry. A splendid gate made of brick, complete with an iron fence. It gives off an austere historical atmosphere. The nameplate on the gate reads Konohara Academy. This gate looks kind of ominous. don't you think, considering all the people that died nearby? Oh wait, hold on. There's tactile paving on the sidewalk between the school gate and the building. This safety feature is starting to become more common these days. The school really doesn't cut corners. This kind of thing reminds me that this is supposed to be an exclusive, prestigious school. I find something on the bump near the paving. Nice. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. We found our first eerie tooth. Hooray! All right, let's keep going. No, we don't keep going that way. Okay. There's still some time before the next bus arrives. Okay, cool. There's a bench with paint peeling on every corner. I even see some crushed bugs on the seat. A hawk moth, huh? What a poor soul. May you rest in peace. Hawk moth. Hey, it's you, Mr. Tall and Lanky. There's a boy wearing a Konohara Academy uniform. What is he doing here? School let out a long time ago. It's Suspicious Boy again. Oh, he has a brown and blue eye. His left eye is a deep blue. Anyone can tell he's not an ordinary boy. Spirit Doctor, Violet-Bilicium. Or should I call you Mr. Bilicium, since you're a teacher here now? Yeah, I'm Bilicium. My left eye sees everything. The Grim Reaper is coming after you. You are summoning death upon this school. And finally, in the end, the Grim Reaper's sickle will strike you down as well. A tragic demise awaits you. You're not making any sense. Care to explain? Listen with your soul, not your ears. Only then will you be able to understand. This is a warning. Withdraw from this case before you and the people around you fall victim to the spirits. No? I'm pretty sure is the answer. As soon as he finishes speaking, the boy leaves. What on earth is his problem? You sure attract strange people, huh? You know him. More or less. He's my senior. He's obsessed with occult stuff and always approaches people who can see. See what? Spiritual beings. Duh, what else? He said he can tell when people have spiritual sensitivity. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. He might just be assuming things on his own. Huh. You sure know a lot about him. Did he approach you too? Yep. He stopped doing that since Miss Sakamoto scolded him. Oh, he was following Izumi too. Izumi too? Mind telling me his name just in case? Sorry, I forgot what his name is. I only remember that it's a really unique name. That boy seems to be famous in Konohara Academy. Looks like a troublesome individual who has his eye on me. Well, that was fun. So we can't leave. So what you're saying is we can't leave. The bus should be here soon. Oh, right. What exactly are we going to do to investigate Kashima? Shall we start by testing out the rumor? Attempting to reenact the rumor and searching for any evidence of spirits has always been my investigation style. I tried to recall the content of the rumor. When did Kashima appear again? While you're waiting for the bus, while you're riding the bus, after you get off the bus. Awesome, you even remember the details. Glad to know you were really listening. That reminds me, Michiho. Which bus stop was Kashima seen at? As far as I know, the rumor doesn't really specifically say which bus stop it is. A bus stop between the school and M Tower Station. So that's M Tower Shop, S Cemetery, or K Hospital. Ah, okay, so we have three options. The shop, the cemetery, and the hospital. Oh, the bus is here. Hey, don't leave me here. Did you get on the bus with me? The bus sets off on a night journey, and we three are the only passengers. Checking the route map, the bus does stop 3 times before reaching M Tower Station, M Town Shop, S Cemetery, and K Hospital. Where will you get off? I don't know. I don't know that it matters. Does it matter? The cemetery seems stupid. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think that's like way too obvious. Maybe the hospital. The town shop or the hospital is my thoughts. I'm gonna say the hospital.
次は警病院でございます。
There's an old bench here. Time and disrepair have started rusting the metal bits of the bench. What a creepy hospital. Don't look abandoned though. Yeah, it doesn't look abandoned. We'll be fine. Okay. Nope, nothing. Got it. Okay. So I guess we're going into the hospital. This is the entrance to K Hospital. Nothing really beats the creepiness of going into a hospital at night. Is that it? That's everything? Guys? K Hospital bus stop. This bus is bound for Konohara Academy. Ride it? Ride the bus? M-Town Shop.
次は M 村商店でございます。
Maybe I should have done the cemetery since I don't think that's reasonable. Okay, I can't go that way. A crooked guardrail and a slanted pole. Looking at the brake marks on the road, it seems like there was a car accident here. Safe driving is important. You should take that to heart, Mr. Bilicium. I think we should all take that to heart. Why just me? There's an old mailbox. It's best not to look into it. Says you. A dirty glass door. The other side of the door is pitch black, though. It's impossible to make out what's inside. A piece of paper with the word morning is posted on the door. Someone who lived here apparently passed away recently. I feel something bumping into my shoes. A rat? Oh, a tooth. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. Oh, yeah.
よし、いけそうだ。
Bilicium and the others have leveled up. Your spirit has increased by 3. Bilicium and the other spirits have been restored. Why is it here? A vending machine with bottled water inside, a rare sight these days. Judging by the lack of any light and the fact that it's not making any sort of mechanical sounds, it seems like it's no longer in use. This vending machine is kind of rare, isn't it? It's got bottles of water. Is it out of order? Geez, what a shame. I wanted to buy one for nostalgia. I really want to know what's inside. The hell's with that busted ass looking shop? It's giving off some real bad vibe. Somehow. Come on, we better keep away. Alright, well, I guess we're going to the seminary next. To the M Tower station, I guess. Okay, so now I can go to the cemetery.
次は S レーン S レーンで
S
ござい
レーン。
ます。
I think I'm doing something wrong. Shit, you for real? Nothing good will come from going to a cemetery at night, you know. I mean, we might find a ghost. Oh, bloodied scissors. I find a pair of scissors on the road. The blade and handle are covered in a red substance. Is this blood? That'd be my guess. Why is it here? Scissors. Don't tell me. Kashima is... Michio bites her tongue. Though it's clear what's going on, what she's going to say next. Did Kashima drop this? Sorry, my voice is not up to the eek sound that I normally make. I'm pretty sure if I try to do it, I'd blow my vocals out right now. Michiho clings to my arm suddenly. Hey, what in the world? Do you feel that? There's something dangerous nearby, staring at us. It must be Slit-Mouthed Kashima. I can hear the voice. Voice? What voice? The voice is saying something. You, Kami, Ocean, Jema, Abe. Michio. You, Kami, Ocean, Jamon, Abe. You, Kami, Ocean, Jamon, Abe. You, Kami, Ocean, Jamon, Abe. Are you okay? You good, Michio? Yeah, just not feeling so good. Sorry for worrying you. I'll just head back to the dorm. No. Great timing. The bus is back to school. Just arrived. Bye-bye, Mr. Bilicium. No. That's how you die. Oh. Hey, wait. I'm still not done talking with you. Michio ignores me and walks to the bus stop on the opposite side of the road. She gets on the bus without so much as a second glance. She has left the investigation. Oh no. Oh no. This is a mistake. She should not have come with us. The hell's up with her? She says she's not feeling too well. Looks like she sensed someone's presence. No way. Was it Kashima? Maybe. They're not here. Maybe they're inside that cemetery. I follow Shia's gaze and find the door leading into the cemetery. Hey, old man. Let's keep those scissors. They might be connected to the spirit. There are some tracks on the road like traces of a hard, sharp object being dragged. They extend into the cemetery. Oh, crap. There's a side entrance next to the cemetery's nameplate. Looks like it's open even at night. Even though it's open late, I don't think it'll be inclined to visits if I didn't have business here. Oh, wait. Can I? A vehicle gate that leads into the cemetery. It's shut tight because it's nighttime. Inspecting it closely, there's about a centimeter gap between the gate boards. I should be able to peek inside this way. Yeah, peek. I bring my face closer to the gap. There's only darkness on the other side. The gap's too narrow to make out anything else. Should I climb the gate and look around? The wind blows through the gap. This doesn't feel like an autumn night's wind. Too tepid, damp, and musty. Ow. Eek! What was that sound? Did the wind rattle the gate or something? The gate doesn't look so weak that a breeze would rattle it, though. Was this the work of some supernatural being? Something falls down from the top of the gate. Yay! I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. I'm pretty excited about this eerie tooth thing. Let's go in. Oh, that sound. Xiao and I head inside. We walk among the tombstones. The cemetery isn't large, probably half the size of Konohara's schoolyard. This place is packed with tombstones, the dead supposedly slumbering beneath. However, I hear the sound of the wind blowing from time to time. Can't help but wonder if that sound is actually the wailing of the restless deceased. Hold up a sec, old man. Xiao suddenly halts his steps. He fixes his gaze on the graves. I can't see clearly because it's freaking dark as shit out here, but see the name written on that one? Looks like it says Kashima. With how many graves are in this place, it's hard to tell which he's referring to. Let's look around a bit. What does that say? The family name is engraved on the tombstone. Nice. Kashima family grave. Wow, that was very quick. The Kashima Xiao mentioned must be this one. It is connected to Slit-Mouthed Kashima? I don't know. There are several small, narrow boxes lined up in front of the tomb. I've never heard of a tradition like this before, though. Numerous small boxes lay on the gravesite. Inspect. The boxes are similar in size. They're decorated in ornate lettering. Must be the names of brands. Durandal, R3 Cut, King Cutter, Nart Edge. Maybe different types of scissors? I haven't heard of any of these brands before. Cutter and Edge, though. Could they be brands of blades or something? We'll know more once we open the boxes. I pick up one of the boxes. It's so light, it's as if nothing's inside. Hey, old man, do you hear that? Indeed, I do hear a strange sound. Don't tell me this is the sharp metallic sound from the rumor. I mean, it is getting closer. The sound is getting closer. My body's completely tensed up. It's hard to breathe. I'm not moving my light. Hi. You have scissors for legs. Is that Slit-Mouthed Kashima? We're screwed. What should we do, old man? Gabathati. Give back thief? Maybe? Ow. Out of the blue, I feel pain and discomfort as a foreign object is being shoved in my arm. What's wrong, old man? My arm hurts so bad, like it's being stabbed by a sharp blade. Give it back! What's up with your arm? Grr, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure this is Kishima's doing. We need to do something or else we'll be killed. What should I do, old man? I'm hurting pretty bad. I can't really move that well. So what do we do now? Oh no, I am not prepared for this. But also, if she's here with us, does that mean that she's not chasing after the girl? I can't think of her name right now. Kashima told us to give it back, but what? Do we need to put the offering back at her grave? Bilicium. Hairdressing scissors. Hand over carefully, hand over extravagantly. Cut my own hair. Girl, I'm gonna cut my own hair with these scissors. Small box. Open it and show Kashima. Return scissors to grave. Presenting scissors carefully is like 100% chance, but I think that might be wrong. Wait, so all of these are 84. The 99 is presenting the scissors carefully. If we do it together, nothing is looking very good. Okay. We're gonna open the box. Xiao opens the lid of the small box and shows the interior to Kashima. I want it to be successful. I know it's gonna be a failing. Yes, awesome. The box is empty. Interesting. Thief. A sharp pain shoots through my arm. I don't think Kishima's rage will subside anytime soon. I need a different plan. Looks like this isn't the right choice. I knew it wasn't the right choice. Kashima told us to give it back, but what? But there's nothing inside the box. Will returning the empty box be enough to calm Kashima down? No. But present scissors carefully. Xiao graciously holds the hairdressing scissors towards Kashima. Xiao timidly extends the scissors towards Kashima with trembling hands. Oh, I'm gonna die. A sharp pain shoots through my arm. I don't think Kishima's rage will subside anytime soon. I need a different plan. Looks like this isn't the right choice. Alright. Kashima told us to give it back, but what? But there's nothing inside the box. Will returning the empty box be enough to calm Kashima down? I kind of want to cut my own hair, I'm not gonna. We're gonna try inspecting the grave. Okay. Xiao inspects the small box up close. Yeah, we need as much information as possible, and if I'm gonna die from this, I need to at least walk away with knowing stuff. No, shite. Agitated and flustered, Xiao drops the box onto the ground. Alright, Xiao, one more time. Inspect the box. He picks the box back up and inspects it closely. Success. What's this? There's a scissor-shaped dent inside. There's a scissor-shaped dent inside of the box. It might be empty now, but I'm betting it was used to hold scissors. That's it? Okay. I was hoping they were going to give me more than just, hey, this box, it is for scissors. Return the scissors to the grave. That's it. Yes, that's all we got. It's our last option. Xiao puts the hairdressing scissors into the small box and places it at Kishima's grave again. I might not survive this. Oh no. Come on, Xiao. I believe in you. I'm at 7. She puts the scissors into the box and places them on the grave. I've got a 99% chance of success. And come on, this should be good enough, right? I return the scissors to you. Xiao places the box holding the scissors in front of Kishima's grave. Lost hairdressing scissors. Kishima mutters something before disappearing into the darkness. Looks like this is the right choice. We survived. Oh. She's gone. I guess so, yeah. How's your arm, old man? Better. The scissors are gone. The heck? You don't have a single scratch on you. What's going on here? No idea. Those scissors might have been an illusion created by Kishima's resentment. Interesting. So I talked about this earlier about the whole illusion thing, and we're once again using that term. Been an illusion created by Kishima's resentment. Though the pain I felt earlier was definitely real, so we can conclude that the curse of hers is quite dangerous. With that said, we shouldn't spend another second here. Let's leave this cemetery quick. We don't know whether she's going to attack us again. Yeah, come on. Aw, I actually wanted to look around. I messed that up. We should be okay here, right? No, this bus stop is Kishima's domain. We'd better get farther away. Oh, nice. There's a bus coming across the street. Come on, old man. Let's get on it. That should give us a bit of breathing room. Is she going to chase us like the rumor said? Oh, it's old man Damon. Xiao starts talking on his phone. While that's typically bad etiquette when you're on a public transport, we're the only passengers. The driver probably doesn't want to make a fuss. Old man Damien and Wannabe are in the infirmary. This bus is going to the school, so we can just meet up with them. Oh, that's where it happens. We never made it to M Tower. We stopped at every stop, or stopping before getting to M Tower and then turning back around and going back to the academy. Before long, the bus arrives in front of Konohara Academy. So all three of us are now targets for... That's what I'm guessing, at least.
Yoshi.
What do you say? Peeling paint, some crushed bugs on the seat. Yikes. Who'd sit there? Someone's got to clean that shit up. Okay, well. Glad I asked you for your feedback. Super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
My school gate's got nothing compared to this. It looks shabby as hell. Okay. Wait. Hi. Someone is coming this way. It's the boy from earlier. Looks like you've encountered a spirit, Dr. Bilicium. I can see it with my left eye. There are traces of that spirit on your arm. Oh, the blue eye is his spirit eye, got it. He's probably talking about the curse I got from Kishima. His strange phrasing aside, the boy clearly sees something. I'm impressed that you survived, but keep this in mind. You can't rely on miracles forever. Let me warn you one more time. Give up. Hey, shithead. Cut this bullshit already. What do you want, you bastard? That was such a weird response, but okay. Shut your mouth, you lout. It's heartbreaking to see the renowned spirit doctor has a delinquent as his assistant. You're deficient in intelligence, spiritual capacity, and even character. You're nothing more than his ends. Wait. At that moment, the boy stiffens. What's wrong? I ended up thinking about them. Just imagining those marade feet creep. Just imagining those marade feet creeping around that nodular body. Disgusting. I'm sorry, what? Hey, do you hate bugs or something? Don't you say the taboo word in front of me. So sorry? Apologies for coming undone. Speaking of, where is Student Council Vice President Kinukawa? She parted ways with us midway. She went back to the dorm. How odd, I saw her getting off the bus. But she went to the school, not the dorm. Come again? Michiho wasn't acting like herself earlier. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, she's dead. Beware, the departed's malevolence is greater than you're imagining. Do not dismiss my advice. It's for your own good and the well-being of those around you. I shall take my leave. Okay, bye. The boy leaves quickly. Oh, I should have asked his name. We checked the hallway at least. Damien and Mo are waiting inside. Sorry I'm late, Bilicium. I'll be joining your... No, you won't. You okay? No need to worry. I've always been in bad shape. This isn't anything new. Don't tell me to give up. You're not the only one chasing after the departed. Right. We're as frustrated as you. How is the investigation going so far? I tell them all the information we've gathered up to this point. Slit-Mouthed Kashima, huh? Been a while since I last heard that name. I've heard it used to be a hot topic 5 years ago. Do you know anything? Not really. That all happened before I started working here. Miss Sakamoto may know something, though. She's been here for ages. Unfortunately, it's already so late, I doubt she'll still be here. Except she is. She's apparently had some work to do. I saw her in the faculty room earlier. Sakamoto, huh? She hates me. I doubt getting info out of her is going to be a simple task. Hey, old man. How about asking Nakamatsu to look into Kashima? He's at the mansion, isn't he? Put him to work. That's certainly a good option. Eda may find some useful information on the internet. I'll call him before we head out. I can contact Eda by selecting talk while I'm in the infirmary. All right. Wonderful. Let's talk. I pick up the landline phone in the infirmary and punch in the number for Kujo Mansion. NG is still on my mind. Hello, Etta. Is that you, Mr. Bilicium? Yeah, you must have been waiting for my call. Why'd you wait until now to call? I was getting bored scrolling through forums and almost left the place, you know. Liar. I calm Etta down and explain the current situation. That must be rough. So it's my turn now, huh? What do you want me to look into? Everything, really. Kujo Mansion at night is so freaking creepy. This building is so old and spacious. I feel like something's gonna pop out. Yeah, like Mary? You'll get used to that feeling. Really? I want you to solve this case before I have to get used to anything like that. That's fair. Kashima. Find any information relating to Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Okay, give me a sec. I'm checking it out. There's a post about Slit-Mouthed Kashima in the H-City Spirits thread. Looks like it was a really hot topic in the past. Is there any new information there? It pretty much lines up with the rumor you told me earlier, but this post includes a story about a student who became the Kashima in the rumors. It's from an unknown source though, no telling if it's true or someone just posting garbage. That's fine. Who's supposedly Kashima? Rei Kashima, a female student from Konohara Academy who killed herself 5 years ago. Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything about why she did that. So this female student became Slit-Mouthed Kashima due to the grudge from her life? I need to find out what Rei Kashima's grudge is. Nice. Rei Kashima. Alright. Let's look at the gold. Edit. Check if there's any Konohara Academy students who won a gold prize in any kind of competition. It doesn't have to be recent. Even events from years ago are fine too. Okay, give me a sec. No, it does have to be recent. What? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they don't have to have won the gold medal recently. They're just somebody who's like actively at the school now. Got it. I could only find one though. That's fewer than I thought. Yeah, the school's a prep school, so they're not all that invested in club activities. Anyway, who's the winner? Megumi Manabe. She won a gold prize in an art contest. What about her? She might be the next target. Can you find her address or phone number? I hope we can contact her. That'd be tough to track down since it's private information. Just having a potential lead on a gold prize identity is a win in my book. Let's assume Manabe is gold prize and proceed with the investigation. Megumi. I love that name. Megumi. Alright, Rei Kashima. Kashima is said to be that girl's spirit. That's all I could find quickly. The internet has a lot of information, but it's not omniscient. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye. Rei Kashima, a student who may be Kashima. Megumi Manabe, a student who may be gold prize. Both of them attend Konohara 5 years ago. I'd be unlikely to find a current student who had useful information about them. But Sakamoto's been at the school for a long time. Her knowledge might be key. Alright, and because Mo's here, I've been given a new sacred object. What is that? Straw doll. Village Shiki charm. Sojame Ishai statue. Okay. We'll look at that. Oh. Yeah, I still have 5 I need. Good luck. So we'll look at all of that in the next episode. But for now, we're going to end the episode here. I hope you guys all enjoyed my ramblings and our running arounds. And hopefully I didn't make too much of a mess. I'm sad that I didn't actually explore the cemetery better. But I think that the pertinent information was seen, is my guess. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope that you guys will join me in future episodes. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.